before I did this video, I did another video where I was basically, for whatever reason, the camera or the network connection decided not to connect to YouTube. But before this video, I had done a video where I was very discouraged because I wasn't exactly looking forward to reading the comment section this morning, and then someone gave this answer. He said, I am very tolerant toward Messianic Jews, and he was doing good up until he said this. He said, as for Jews hating on other religions, analyze this about how other people discriminate you for your religion is a right to do. He was doing good up till that point because he was giving his answer for himself and speaking for himself and giving what he believed and why he believed it. And unfortunately, he tried to obviously engage other researchees and other potential researchees. And then so I had to block someone because he was getting into it. He was engaging the guy and he was attacking others and and I had seen, well, and like I said, I had to block him, and I'm glad I blocked him because he was obviously trying to engage others anyway, and he was making all these accusations that were totally inappropriate and not abiding by Researchee Decorum, and I just had it, and because I've seen it from all sides, and I've had to tell people on all sides to knock it off. I've had to block people on all sides, and I gave an example before where someone gave the answer for herself and what she believed and why she believed it, and I had to tell someone this morning, too, okay, I had to tell another person, you know, you were doing good up until, and I was, you know, I told him or her, I have to look at the comment again, but I said, okay, you were doing good until you got into, because he gave his answer, and his answer I didn't mind. Whether or not I agree with the answer is totally irrelevant. And let's see, he said here, and he was doing good until, let's see, I'm trying to find it, because, let's see, maybe I skipped it. I'm trying to find it, and let me make sure, yep, okay, I'm still connected. And I don't have my glasses on right now. And if the video pauses, by the way, sometimes it's because of how my computer does things. Anyway, so, and that's where people were trying to engage each other, and this one guy said, and he was doing good until, and I had to send him a private message explaining that the person who was trying to engage him, I had asked him to stop the behavior, and it's just amazing that people would accuse me. Well, here's the one answer that I given as an example before, and she said, quote, I am very intolerant toward Messianic Jews. I don't like missionaries, unquote. And I said to her, well, first I had to tell the guy who was trying to engage her, I was like, she gave an honest answer, her honest answer for herself and only for herself, and someone was yelling at me and accusing me of things, and then and I said to the person who gave her honest answer for herself and only for herself, I said, as I said, you gave your honest answer for yourself and only for yourself, and I appreciate that. I wish that other researchees and potential researchees, whether or not they feel as you feel, would take cues from you. And I'm trying to read you another answer here too, because like the one guy, he was doing really good until he unfortunately let someone try to engage him, and you know, I think let's see, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I skipped it, so I have to go back to the other page, and I'm trying to find it, and maybe because I thought I had it, and I'm trying to find it. I think it's on this page, and let's see, I'm trying to find it, because like, I had to send him a private message, I had to tell him, and I'm trying to find it, because, oh, here we go. So this guy said, this guy said, quote, "I am very intolerant toward Messianic Jews, heard nothing good about them, heard plenty of stories of their aggressive missionary tactics toward the Jewish community." So he gave his answer for himself and only for himself. And then someone unfortunately tried to engage him, and he was doing good until he gave this comment. Well, I'm not going to read the comment, but he like I said, he was doing good by giving his own answer for himself and only for himself until he let the person engage him. And I had to say to him, I was like, you were doing okay until that comment. Just because he was breaking Researchee decorum doesn't mean that you have to. You gave your honest answer and spoke for yourself. If someone else tries to engage you, ignore them. The question is, how tolerant are you toward Messianic Jews? So just stick to giving your answer for yourself. And let me give it another example of an answer that I, for lack of a better term, that I appreciate. Because whether or not I agree with the answer is irrelevant. By the way, excuse me, I'm burping a lot for some reason. But anyway, this is the answer that the person gave. Whether or not I agree with it, whether or not anyone else agrees with it, is irrelevant. She says, and I'm quoting her, so, quote, "Although I voted not tolerant, this is because Helen Shapiro pointed at me once and told me I would go to hell if I did not accept Jesus as my Savior. I was personally offended, so if any Messianic Jew out there wants to explain what that was all about, I would happily change my mind." And like I said, she gave her answer for herself and only for herself, but I had to tell her, if someone wants to contact you, they'll have to contact you privately. Because, of course, this is for a research project, and I can't be having people engage each other. But I mean, if they want to engage each other privately, that's fine. Anyway, you get the point though, and I gotta go.